Welcome to the Honolulu Cheese Podcast, the pretty much number one NFC North podcast. I'm your host, Matt. Joining me as always, my co-hosts, Ryan and Moran. Fellas, have a quick story I have to share with you. I was talking to somebody over the weekend, and they asked me, Ryan and Moran, they both seem pretty cool, but if you had to pick one, who do you like better? You know what I told them?
No.
I told them it's a tie. Boom, roasted, Moran. How do you like that?
How long did that take to come up with?
I came up with this the other night when I was, sleeping. The mind was racing. I was like, I need a good tie joke to open the show with.
Wait, so no one called us cool?
No, that was made up.
I knew it was too good to be true, Mito. Damn.
All right, boys, but we are back. Week 4 is in the books. I did think of another. This is not a zinger. This is a cool stat I thought of for week 4. Not really a stat, more like a fact. For the pretty much number one NFC North podcast, this past Sunday, you could have, time slot-wise, watched all 4 NFC North teams consecutively. You could have woken up and had breakfast with the Vikings in Dublin, headed over to Detroit at 1 p.m. for a Lions-Browns game, headed out west to Vegas for Bears-Raiders, and then back to Dallas for Sunday Night Football against the Packers. How cool is that?
That is pretty cool. Kind of the perfect week for our pod, I guess.
That is. So that's why we're here. Talk about it. Let's get it rolling.
Can I just say real quick, just because you mentioned Dublin, I'm not the biggest fan of going over to Europe to play games at 9:30 in the morning.
Here we go.
I'm just not. Sue me. Like maybe call me old fashioned or whatever. It's just not my thing. Ireland? Like who in Ireland wants to watch American football?
In my younger days, I really enjoyed like waking up, maybe a little hazy, being able to watch NFL football all day. If you're like all of us and you've got young kids, I mean, you got no chance of catching a 9:30 game. Maybe you'll see a play, a couple highlights, Moran's boy Aaron Rodgers out there. But yeah, once you've crossed into the sex havers threshold and you got kids out there, it's just tough.
First place, Aaron Rodgers.
That's true. That's
Confirmed
true.
sex havers, since we're making corrections.
That's right. Confirmed sex havers. But yeah, boys, let's get into it. So just wanted to shout out, we mentioned last week on the pod that we had the Pick'em going, so was just going to try to give a weekly update on the Pick'em. Wanted to shout out last week's winner. It's my boy Mitchy Z. So Mitch took home a gold medal, and Moran had a nice week as well, closed some serious gaps on Ryan. I believe lead went down from 7 games to 3 games, so... Ryan, how are we feeling? Moran's breathing down the neck a little bit, louder than he breathes into his microphone.
Moran had a good week. This is the first time for everything.
That's right.
I don't. It's been about 2 years of doing this pick'em with him. But funny story about the pick'em.
This is not a surprise. This is an expectation.
Sure. I was talking to a longtime listener, Rye Smokey, over the week, and he texted me and he was like, for some reason, it's not counting my Bills win on the pick'em. And I was like, okay, that's weird. Whatever. I'll look into it tomorrow. And then he made another comment, and I was like, wait, we're doing spreads, right? We're not just picking winners. And he's like, oh, and then the most embarrassing part is I'm pretty sure he's ahead of me in the pick'em, and this guy didn't even know what we were picking.
Dude, that's gambling in a nutshell. People just have no clue. They start doing well. That's amazing. Shout out to Rye Smokey, friend of the show.
Shout out to him. I hope it's okay I shared that story, but man, this shit is hard. I'm not going to lie to you guys. It's a struggle out here. I think I went 4-9 on the week or something.
When Smokey found that out, it must have been real spooky.
Spooky for Smokey.
Too spooky for me.
Oh, good stuff, boys. Also, before we get into Woo and Chew for the week, some of our listeners may remember back in the summer, we did a little wins pool draft. We each drafted 5 teams. Most wins at the end of the season wins a prize. Least wins has to do something, I don't know, we'll say embarrassing. We haven't really figured out what it is yet, but we'll mock them relentlessly. So just a quick wins pool update. Ryan is currently leading the pack at 13 wins. Just a reminder, Ryan has Eagles, Lions, Bucks, Broncos, and Giants.
Whew.
Moran and I are slightly behind. We're actually both tied at 11. Moran has the Bills, the Packers, the Commanders, the Chargers, and the Titans, which hasn't looked great thus far. Also, I was looking through this when I was doing this. None of us picked the Bengals. Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
Like, I know now it looks good.
Now it looks smart.
At the
geniuses.
There's a first time for everything. That's like the theme of our show so far.
But like I also with 11 have Ravens, very disappointing, first pick overall, Niners, Chiefs, Falcons, Jaguars. But like I didn't pick the Bengals over the Falcons. Isn't that a little surprising?
The truth is, the Jaguars and your boy Trevor Lawrence are saving your picks right now because they just won't stop winning games. That defense is lethal.
I didn't want to make a big deal about my boy Trevor, but a win's a win.
I mean, it's not because of him, but that's fine.
Quarterbacks are a win stat for some people. You never
when you
know.
do nothing on the group project, but you get a B.
Yeah, Trevor will take that. He's got long hair. It happens. But yeah, so fun update there for the wins pool. We'll try to update that like every quarter poll of the season. So talk about that in another month or so. But let's get into Woo and Chew. Ryan, let's go to you since Moran and I always mess up the order. Let's woo it.
Can I just say, because you guys are such big wrestling fans, I'm so disappointed that not one of you has done the Ric Flair woo for this segment. And it's been a month.
I did it on last week's show.
Did you?
When I was talking about how stupid it is that woo is for the bad one.
Give me another one. Let's put you on the spot.
You just got to go woo.
Okay, that wasn't bad. Mito, you want to try? He's shaking his head no on an audio podcast, everybody. That's good podcasting right there.
Strong.
All right. So my woo, you like that one, Matt?
That was good, but you're now going to follow it up with a bad player. You see why it makes no sense?
Yeah, like you're not supposed to say woo in an excited way. That's why I don't do it. It doesn't make sense.
Right.
All right. Sorry to all our listeners. We will correct that at some point. I promise. We'll figure this out. My woo player of the week, and really the woo player on the season, one of them, is A.J. Brown. 2 catches, 9 targets, 7 yards. He's doing the cryptic tweet thing.
One cryptic tweet?
Yeah, one cryptic tweet. Add that to the stat sheet where he's saying, "Oh, I'm not appreciated if they don't want you."
Can we actually talk about that real quick?
Yeah, that's why I brought it up.
Okay. I'm so sick of AJ Brown, bro. Like, didn't he complain after the Super Bowl too?
Yes. So
imagine
we
how
actually,
Eagles fans feel. They're 4-0 coming off a Super Bowl win.
When we made a YouTube video on this and took it from the show, and Eagles fans came at us hard on YouTube. Go subscribe to the Honolulu Cheese podcast, by the way. But they were in the comments just going ham. You guys are haters. Who cares what he said or did? We won the Super Bowl. Because that's when he was complaining that his stat line didn't look great in the Super Bowl, just for reference. So now the Eagles won't stop winning games. He's not getting catches. He's not getting the looks he likes. And it's all about A.J. Brown not being happy. Dude, you're winning games. What does it matter? So, again, first time for everything, we were right.
Point to Eagles fans, though, like, that doesn't matter, whatever. Maybe it comes across like a little haterish. But as an Eagles fan, if you're an Eagles fan, Marcus Shoup, Dave Dress, chime in the comments. Like, wouldn't you rather he just wasn't doing that?
Yeah.
You know? Like, if you could pick to whether he did or not, you'd probably be like, I'd prefer he didn't do it.
Well, that's the scary thing about the Eagles right now. They're not even using their players, and somehow they're winning.
Oh, yeah. They got a lot of talent. They're
just a good team. But I think A.J. Brown forgets that his quarterback is Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts is not exactly a gunslinger.
Jalen Hurts, I don't want to say this because I'm going to get ridiculed. Never mind. Go ahead.
Well, that's never stopped you before. Just go ahead.
He's not a good quarterback. He's really not. He just perfected the system. He's not a good quarterback.
But what about, like, so, Moran, I think, like, a lot of people are kind of all over the place on A.J. Brown as far as talent goes. Like, the Eagles, just because they have a great defense, because they're just like a loaded roster, they're not really pushed very much. I mean, Jalen Hurts in the second half against the Rams last week, he balled. When he
Yeah,
needed to throw it, he balled.
And the second half this week, he didn't have a completion.
Yeah.
And they won both games. That's what I mean.
But I get it. But like, you're a quarterback.
I know. It's just wild.
He's
no
unconventional
sense.
to say the least.
It reminds me, and obviously I don't think Tim Tebow's as good as Jalen Hurts, but do you remember when Tim Tebow and the Broncos made the playoffs in spite of Tim Tebow?
Sure.
Like, I feel like that Eagles team is built like that Broncos team, but times 1,000. Like, they
Honestly,
don't need him to do anything.
That's not a terrible comp. I'm not going to lie.
But, I mean, so yes and no, right? In the regular season, Jalen Hurts has outplayed Patrick Mahomes in 2 Super Bowls.
That's
100%.
true.
Like, so just cards on the table, like, the dude's a winner. Like, he just wins.
But the thing is, too, like, we always talk about this. If he's not on that team and he's playing the way he is, he's going to be ridiculed and asked to be benched. He's been playing very bad this year.
Yeah, I feel like it's all fair, right? Because, like, the Eagles are probably like, yeah, Jalen's playing great. We're 4-0. It's all good.
Yeah, can't complain.
All right, got off on a little bit of a tangent there.
No, that's okay. I mean, the Eagles are always like a hot topic on the show for some reason. But we have my Chew pick, and I went with Ashton Genty. Ashton Genty bent me over in 2 leagues, and I'm still recovering. 21 carries, 138 yards,
Sounds like
a touchdown. Actually, he had 3 total touchdowns, I believe, with 2 catches.
Yeah, 2 catches, 2 receiving touchdowns, 1 rushing touchdown. He was unstoppable.
Unstoppable.
Moran, you want to go next?
Yeah, so we're on the same team, the Eagles. My woo player is Devonta Smith. 2 catches, 29 yards, and also moping after the game. Like, shut up. You guys are 4-0. That's all I'm going to say about that. I'm so sick of talking about those receivers.
Real quick, just one more thing. Did he say anything after the game, or are you just talking about that clip of them walking back to the locker room looking miserable after a win?
That clip.
Okay. All right, I saw the same thing. Carry on.
Yeah. By the
Even
way,
if he
Shohei
said something, Devonta Smith feels like you wouldn't even hear it. He probably talks so quietly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shohei just hit a 117-mile-per-hour fastball out of the park, by the way. But
Good for him,
digress.
man. I love when that guy does that.
He's pretty good.
He's okay, yeah.
And my Chew player is Puka Nakua.
Oh, he stole mine. I was going to go with Chuka Nakua.
No, give it to Matt. He deserves it.
Go ahead, Matt. I'll take
stole
Romeo
mine.
Dobbs. 3 touchdowns.
No,
even better, okay.
All yours for Chuka Nakua.
That's pretty good.
Dude, Puka is unbelievable. And sorry to jump in here, Moran, but
No, you're good.
Matthew Stafford, the ultimate kingmaker at wide receiver.
Yep.
This man, Calvin Johnson, Cooper Kupp, Golden Tate, Puka Nakua. Like, if you are attached to Matt Stafford, I was looking, Puka is on pace to shatter the Cooper Kupp season from 4 years ago.
Yes, he
Just
is.
bury it. And, like, Devontae Adams is on pace to score 15 touchdowns. Like, it just makes no sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, that offense is scary. And they should be undefeated, right?
Yeah, they blew it against Philly.
Yeah, they blew it against Philly. But yeah, they're gonna be a problem. And they play Thursday night. So
And I'm gonna already admit that I was wrong on that. I didn't think the Rams were gonna be all that this year. Still a long way to go. A lot of things can happen, but right now they look like a very scary team.
it kind of all, I think, Moran, though, if I remember correctly, a lot of your hesitation just had to do with Stafford's health. Like, you take Stafford off that team, and yeah, they're, man, I don't know. After watching Puka, he might make Jimmy Garoppolo look good, but the guy's unreal.
You know what's crazy? Watching him. So I watched the Rams game pretty much, most of it, whatever. He doesn't look like he knows what he's doing.
He doesn't look like he runs fast. He doesn't look big. He doesn't look like he does anything well. And he's always open, and he's breaking tackle. I don't even understand it. He's just good at the game.
Like, you know how those, like, teams will bring in, like, a special needs kid or something, and they, like, let him score? Sometimes, sometimes,
Wait, where are you going with this?
well, well, he didn't let me finish. Like, Puka's not the best looking guy. And I think sometimes they're just like, here, Puka, you can get open.
Yeah, do your thing. Oh, that's too good. All right, before we get canceled, my woo player. I texted you guys during the game, and honestly, his final stat line was okay. I just hate watching Kyler Murray. I have Kyler Murray on a couple teams. He fell in the draft. He runs. I was like, all right, I'll just take Kyler Murray. He's just infuriating to watch. He's just running around. He sped up. He slowed down. Obviously, Marvin Harrison taking a few balls off the face mask wasn't great, so let's figure that out. But yeah, Kyler, he ended up being okay, but this was just an excuse for me to bitch about how I hate watching Kyler play. And then my Chew player, it was going to be Chuka Nakua, but I'll shout out my guy, Woody Marks. Guy was looking like the truth out there. Get those waiver claims in tonight, folks, if you're watching on the live stream. Woody Marks is going to go for some big bucks if he's on the waiver wire. He shouldn't be. That snap count was increasing. He looks like the truth, though. Shout out to Woody. Woody greater than Chubb. I don't have a good Penix joke here, but if I did, it would be a stiff laugh from the crowd.
We respect the attempt. Real quick, love or hate Arizona Cardinals uniforms on Thursday?
Love.
Yeah, okay.
No, you got to pick one. Love or hate?
I'm more of a traditional jersey guy. I don't like all the new stuff.
Packers fans are so annoying, bro.
I'm
Just another reason.
I'm ordinarily with Moran. I very rarely like alternate jerseys. Those for me were slapping. They nailed it.
They were freaking cool, man. The helmet was smooth. I loved it.
Why did Ryan bring up the Packers? Like, what did that have? You're asking me fashion style.
The traditional like blah blah. Like it just falls right in your wheelhouse.
Hold on. You want to see what a hypocrite Ryan is?
Oh my god,
Ryan, what's the best hat in baseball?
You want me to say the Yankees?
No.
Oh, the English D.
Oh, the one that's 100 years old.
That's different. That's different. The English D is iconic.
Yeah, okay.
Shout out to the Tigers. That's not my team, but big win today. Tarek Skubal is a beast.
Oh, yeah. The Cleveland non-Indians could not hold up.
Tarek, bro. Tarek.
It's the best pitcher in baseball. Come on.
No, I know. He won me a championship in fantasy baseball this year. Shout out to Tarek.
The Cleveland don't know how to guard a lead.
There you go.
But let's get into week 4, boys. Let's talk a little ball here. Did anybody watch and have thoughts on the London game? Let's try to touch on the Vikings. Anything? I saw like 4 plays. The Vikings offensive line looks very injured. And Carson Wentz, I regret to inform you, he may not be the guy.
I actually have something funny to say about the Minnesota Vikings. They're a Sam Darnold away from being a good team.
Man, how crazy is that?
I'm not joking either.
I know, dude. Darnold is balling.
That team is so ass backwards, bro. Like,
so did they make a mistake not signing Sam Darnold?
It's too early to say that, but like,
right?
You could have, like, if you can tell. I don't know, man. If you can tell a bunch of quarterbacks to wait that have waited on a bench, like, I don't know why they were so scared to tell J.J. McCarthy, like, hey, you're going to wait a few years. Like, I don't know why he demanded so much respect.
I just think it was more of a money thing, honestly. Like, you moved off of Kirk Cousins so that you could get on a rookie QB deal. Because, like, your roster was getting more expensive, and you had to pay Jefferson, and you're going to pay Addison, and you paid Darisaw. So I just think they were like, oh, we got to get off of we want to get on a rookie contract, so we'll have a stopgap Sam Darnold. And I still think, like you said, Moran, it's way too early because Darnold's balling. Were the Vikings with Darnold going to win the Super Bowl this year? Probably not.
Are they going to win with J.J. McCarthy?
Maybe in 2 years. I mean, J.J. McCarthy's played 2 games, right? So we don't know. But I think your chances of winning a Super Bowl with J.J. McCarthy making $5 million versus Darnold making $40 probably a little bit better.
It's not totally fair to judge the Vikings just yet.
Exactly.
Like we said, like
This is
JJ's
kind of
only
a
played 2
throwaway
games.
year. Exactly.
Yeah, like they've had so many injuries
How do you have what injuries?
on their offensive line. Their line is gashed right now.
Oh yeah, because the Packers aren't missing 3 starters.
We're not talking about the Packers.
We're not,
talking
yeah.
about the
Like, and you guys are
Vikings.
2-2.
I know. I'm just giving.
You guys
an
couldn't
example.
even beat the Cowboys.
Right. Let's
So
not
what?
talk about them like they're lighting it up.
You guys played the Browns.
I
And
mean,
the
if you wanna
Cowboys
talk about
were
that,
on,
no, we'll
maybe you're
talk about
missing
it.
them.
Yeah.
But yeah,
No,
Aaron
but
Rodgers
their O
still
line
playing good.
Their
Go ahead,
O line
Ryan.
is just it's a big problem. You got Carson Wentz in at quarterback. Like, what's going on here anyway? Like, they still have a good roster. They still have a really good coach. It's been a weird year. I don't think keeping Sam Darnold would have made anything any different so far. I really don't. He'd be under so much pressure, and he holds onto the ball way too long, as we saw last year against the Lions and the Rams. Like, it's just not going to work.
Yeah, I mean, tough to say, But yeah, I feel pretty confident in saying if they would have cashed out Darnold and not made improvements on the D line, they're not winning the Super Bowl this year. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, DK Metcalf had a nice game. Why does Mike Tomlin hate Caleb Johnson? Do you guys think? Is he just bad?
So I was talking to Rakan about it. He's a diehard Steelers fan. He thinks Caleb Johnson blows. I like drafting him in the 3rd round and then just.
That's what I mean. Why did we pick him then? Why did they pick him? What happened?
I don't know.
Mike Tomlin
Yeah.
seems like an old-fashioned kind of guy. If you're not where you want to be with pass blocking or, assignments or whatever, like the way you run routes, I don't know. He might be one of those guys who's just not lighting it up on the back end.
I could understand, if you're being held off by Jalen Warren, everyone likes Jalen Warren. He's a fun player, does a lot of stuff well. No disrespect, but Kenneth Gainwell?
Kenneth Gainwell balled. Did he not?
No, he did. He did, but anybody think Kenneth Gainwell's super good? Maybe.
He's all right.
I didn't really think so, but he might be.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, that could just be giving respect to a veteran over, the 3rd round rookie who just came in and you don't want to make the starter for that day.
I get that, in training camp, but your 3rd round rookie should be able to outplay Kenneth Gainwell. Maybe that was just a miss on the talent evaluation. Rakan could be
I'm going to trust the guy who never misses the playoffs and not the 3 bozos on here acting like we know what we're doing.
Mike Tomlin, smarter than us. You heard it here first.
Can we talk about the public apology since we were talking about a pre-show of Aaron Rodgers? Or not yet?
I don't think I'm there yet. I think
I'm not there
Aaron's playing okay. He's getting the ball out super quick. He's not taking any sacks. He looks fine.
I'll tell you what, Moran.
Yeah.
I'll write an apology letter when Aaron Rodgers throws a pass that's longer than 7 yards.
He
Yeah,
did.
there's a lot of
He,
dinking.
he literally had an 80 throw yard. To
I know,
dictate the score.
I know. But literally his average depth of target this year, I swear to God, is 5 yards.
That's the Jared Goff special.
What are you talking about? That
Am
is
I
just
wrong, Matt?
Factually incorrect. Yes, you are wrong.
Jared Goff's is a little bit more than
Jared
that.
Goff
but,
freaking
it
airs it
wasn't-
out every week, and we're putting up 40 points. What are we talking about?
Yeah, that feels like a good segue. But yeah, respect my preseason. I think this is the year the Steelers implode. Not looking great with an injured Joe Burrow, the Browns being the Browns, and the Ravens all of a sudden just. The Ravens, I feel haven't been bad on defense my entire adult life. So this is just, I'm old too. So
Honestly, though,
this is weird.
I'm going to be real. Their pass D the past few years has been bad. It has not been good. They've been kind of carried by their linebackers and D line for a little bit. And now that they lost guys like Matt Obike or however you say it, sorry.
Yeah, now they lost Roquan, Marlon Humphrey.
Roquan's not
They're
there.
in
It's
trouble,
falling
man.
apart. Yes.
This is
falling apart.
This is going to be Harbaugh's last year as a Ravens coach. I
Nah,
think.
I'm not going to go that
You
far.
think?
No.
Yes.
They won't
His
fire him.
choice or no?
His choice.
Oh, okay. He's been there a while, dude. Sometimes you just run your course.
Dude,
Need a change of scenery. Reminds me a lot of sorry, Ryan, Andy
No.
Reid and Philly.
Yeah, no, I mean, sometimes Harbaugh does have this. Harbaugh has the Super Bowl win, right, with Flacco.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, who knows? I mean, and now Lamar's out for a few weeks. We'll see. That
thing
division is
is,
going to be interesting.
You fire Harbaugh, who are you going to hire to replace him? Are you going to hire someone better than John Harbaugh? Realistically,
Seems unlikely.
Ryan, anytime
You're
you
not
fire
going
a coach
to.
that's been there for 15 years, it's unlikely.
you're just
They
not
said this-
going to.
I
Especially
know,
because he has a
but-
ring. Like you leave on your own terms. I'm sorry.
And maybe he will. Maybe he'll just be like,
might.
this year wasn't the best. I don't know what their cap situation looks like, but been here 15, 20 years, whatever it is. It's maybe just take a year off. They're paying big. That TV money's coming in hot.
Yeah.
But speaking of Jared Goff's average depth of target, Ryan, Lions had a nice win over the Browns. My thought from watching, I actually switched to Lions. Maybe I've mentioned this on the show. Red zone is just becoming a little too much for me in my old age sometimes. I'll do it for the witching hour. But first half of the games, if the Bears aren't playing, I like to focus on a game. I thought the Lions played great, but nothing was easy. Final score was 34-10, but the Lions had some short fields. The Browns defense and Moran, better than anyone. That is a legit unit, man. They are tough to fucking play against.
Absolutely.
Ryan, game thoughts?
So I was lucky enough to go to the game. Shout out to the mother-in-law. She got me tickets for my birthday last week. By the way, just real quick, I have I'm a pretty slender guy. I had no room in my seats. We were up there, no doubt, but I swear to God, did they make the seats at Ford Field smaller? If there's anyone out there who gets what I'm talking about, please leave a comment or something and let me know.
I've said this a million times. Ford Field, every seat at Ford Field is awesome, but the actual way they built Ford Field is horrendous.
Yeah, I'm 190 pounds, just for the record. So not huge or anything, but I'm going sideways to get out of my seat. I couldn't even stand straight up without my knees hitting the armrest or whatever. Dude, I didn't eat that much pizza.
They are trying to pack a lot of people in there, so
I don't know.
makes sense.
Anyway, yeah, the game was really great. My thoughts, honestly, that defense is legit, but we on offense also look sloppy based on our own errors. A lot of drop passes on third down. Shout out to Jameson Williams. The run game looked pretty good, and Goff didn't get touched for the third game in a row. Shout out to our offensive line.
I don't think Goff's gotten sacked since week one.
He has not gotten sacked since week one.
The offensive line they're figuring it out.
But Ryan, you have two new guards. What's going to happen? But Ryan, Ben Johnson's gone. Let me be around. Ryan, it's not that easy to just move on to a new offensive coordinator, bro. It's not like we have the best play caller in the league.
Okay,
or
first of all, I sound much hotter than that. Second
I
of
sounded
all-
pretty hot.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Second of all, you played 3 dumpster fire teams, and the Browns got a lot more. Hold on,
Whoa.
let me finish. The Browns got a lot more respect because they beat us because we didn't show up. But let's be real, they suck.
Matt, would you ever refer to the Baltimore Ravens as a dumpster fire team?
Yeah.
I would not. Also, the Bears are on that list. The 2-2 Chicago Bears,
Thank
just
you.
as many wins as the Packers.
No, and the Browns just beat you guys, so I don't know what you're talking about. The Bears aren't pitiful. They know what they're doing, at least, seemingly.
They're not a good team. You guys played 3 bad teams. You guys showed out. The Packers didn't against bad teams. I'm not going to hate on you guys, but your offensive line is not fixed because you played those teams.
Moran, 3 games without allowing a sack in the NFL is pretty crazy. With 2 new starting linemen and with a new center.
And a non-mobile QB.
And a non-mobile- thank you, Matt.
Jared Goff ain't evading fucking pressure back there.
But I will say, Jared Goff is using his legs. He's evolved as a
Sure.
I'm not even gonna say scrambling quarterback, but he's evolved
Sure.
in his pocket awareness and his ability to actually move.
He's creative in the pocket, but if if Myles Garrett gets close to Jared Goff, he is getting sacked.
He almost got him in the first quarter. But yeah, no, our O line's playing
Garrett
great.
It's a freak show.
Our D line actually, but Ryan, the pass rush. But Ryan, El-Quadin Muhammad, we can just go on and on. Our defensive stats, sacks and pressures wise, are like top of the NFL. Like, it's going very well right now. And yeah, I get it. Cleveland's not a good offense, right? They got like my grandpa playing quarterback at this point. But shit, like, just going very well. I don't know what else to say. But yeah, a lot of missed opportunities. And even though it was a blowout, it should have been a lot more of a blowout, if you ask me.
But honestly, like, you guys were working out there. Like, scored some points on the short field. Defense played well, had some turnovers. You guys had the touchdown. It was a punt return, right?
Yeah, by Khalif
Or
Raymond.
kickoff return? Okay, yeah, so it was a punt return.
Oh, man, the Ford Field was electric when that happened. That was crazy.
Punt return is fun because you can kind of see him break one tackle when you're there live, and then you can kind of see it open up. That's a fun play to be there live for. I'm glad you got to see that.
So just to expand on the D-line real quick, and I'm so happy to say this out loud because it was our biggest concern heading into the year. The Lions defense through the first 4 weeks of the year, 15 sacks, 75 pressures, 3 interceptions, 4 forced fumbles. Entering the Monday Night Football game, the Lions have the highest defensive sack percentage in the league at 10.61, just ahead of the Rams. Like, shout out to Detroit Lions fan page on Instagram for that stat and graphic. But man, like, things are going well.
You guys are playing great, man. Yeah, week 1
and we have a
was
Lee McNeil
ugly.
starting practicing again. Like,
Oh, that's
when
cool.
it
I
rains,
didn't
it
even know
pours. Yeah, Tyreek
That's
Williams
awesome.
looking great. I can just go on and on.
that. Very cool. Very cool. Any parting thoughts, anybody, before we move on from the Detroit Lions?
Just because we played the Browns, I just want to give that defense a shout out. They are legit. But man, if you gave that team any semblance of an offense, they could make noise. It's so just unfortunate if you're a Browns fan, just like everything else is.
They
But
gotta
damn
go
it,
to
the
Dylan
second you get a
Gabriel
great
pretty
defense,
soon,
look what
right?
happens. Yeah,
They gotta go. They gotta go to Dylan Gabriel soon. I love Flacco. Everyone loves Flacco, right? But
They announced that he's
It's-
starting this week, Dylan Gabriel.
they did. I didn't even
I think
see that.
officially, yeah.
No.
I didn't see that.
Yeah. I mean, like, they're leaning towards it. He's going to start.
I hadn't seen that. That's probably about time to make that switch. Shout out to Joe Flacco. Awesome career. Maybe not awesome career. Really solid career. Everybody
Pretty
loves.
awesome.
Yeah, everybody loves Joe Flacco, but it's curtains for Joe. Joe, he's dusted.
Yeah.
Did Joe Flacco just get Sacco?
I think they saccoed him. He's done so. Our next NFC North trip takes us to the desert in Las Vegas, where, honestly, guys, the Bears won a game where they just never win. Like, the Bears don't win a game where they play bad and the offense doesn't work and it's a tight game and they pull it out in the end and they block a field goal. Real quick story. So my son is 3. He's like starting to get into football. He understands that we're Bears fans, doesn't get the rules yet. It's like 7:20. I usually put him to bed at like 7. There's 5 minutes left in the game. He's like, Daddy, we got to go to bed. I'm like, brother, we got to stay up and watch this game. So me and him are watching it. We're in the garage. I'm like explaining to him, the Bears got to get a touchdown here if they want to win. The Bears score a touchdown. He gets so excited. He's like, Bears win, Bears win. I'm like, buddy, no. So now he was calling them the black guys, the Raiders. The black guys, I know, the black guys get the ball back. And we got to stop them. We can't have them get any points. So they motor down the field. They line up for the field goal. And I'm just explaining to them, I'm like, all right, they're going to try to kick the ball through the goalposts. And if it goes through, the Bears are going to lose. But if they miss it or we block it, and he's so excited and just staring at the TV. And in my head, I've seen this movie a million times. This ball is going straight down the pipe. And this kid's day is going to be so ruined. He's going to hate football. He's going to blame me just like I blame my dad. But no. The Bears block it. My son has a great Sunday. It was an all-time dad moment, so I friggin' loved it. But yeah, the Bears played not that good, and they pulled out a win. We couldn't stop Ashton Genty. Max Crosby played like Bobby Boucher. He was literally unstoppable. Every single play, he was in the backfield. He was batting balls down. The only thing that saved us was we couldn't stop the Raiders on offense. Just once a quarter, Geno just threw a pick. And we were able to capitalize finally after not capitalizing on any first half turnovers and eke out a win going into the bye to get healthy. So that was pretty long-winded. I don't know how much you guys saw of the Bears game. Ryan, you were probably on your way home from the Lions game.
I watched it all because I'm on a Bears money line trip right now.
Just a bender?
Just a bender.
Quit while you're ahead, bro.
The Bears, I hate saying this, but I think watching them and hoping for misery is actually enjoyable because they're like proving me wrong. They're playing very well. And I think Ben Johnson makes the game very easy for Caleb Williams. Makes it very easy. Like,
did you guys see the stat, Moran, to piggyback off that? ESPN has like their open score stat of like dudes, how open they were by how much. Number 1, Roma Dunze. Number 2 in the whole league, DJ Moore. Number 5, Olamide Zaccheaus. Like, these dudes are open. Ben Johnson is a dude. Caleb, we're getting there, boys. We're getting there.
So, like, and I talked about Caleb last week. And this isn't like to take any credit away from him, but I don't think he's doing anything special. And I think that's the best part. Just play your role. Just play your role.
I feel like the plan should be, as he progresses, you put more on his plate. You do more at the line. You do this. And I feel like every week I'm like, ooh, that was a little new. So it feels like it's going in the right direction. I am ready to get hurt.
Yeah, you sound like it. The most impressive thing to me, too, is that you guys have no semblance of a run game.
None.
Oh, my God.
The Lions did, right? Like, that's what the Lions' identity was on offense, and it made Jared Goff's entire life easier because of it. When you have no run game and your receivers are still getting open like that, that's a really, really good sign that Ben Johnson is having. Sure. Yes, for sure. And I'll speak to that, too. Like, I don't think you have to make these spectacular, amazing quarterback plays in Ben Johnson's offense. You need to be accurate. You need to be chill.
You
need to be like that guy at a party who's just hanging out, having a good time. Like, just do your thing, go with the flow, and have it be the way it is. Like, don't do too much. And if you have time, you'll get it done. So going back to the importance of the offensive line.
Party.
Yeah. I've never been that guy, but you can totally be that guy. Like, just hang back.
I've been that guy.
Yeah, I could see you being that guy for sure. but
yeah, exciting Bears win.
Can the Bears finally start the right running back or not yet?
Who, Manungai?
Yeah, he's so much better.
But for years I heard that Roshan Johnson was the right running back, and I think he stinks.
Yeah, Roshan definitely stinks. Swift definitely stinks.
There's
Swift is so
Swift
mid,
about
dude.
him.
He's just mid, is what he is.
Manungai, I don't even think he's that. I think, like, in a perfect world, Manungai is, like, mid +1, and, like, maybe that's good enough. I don't know. But the Bears need to address their running back position in the offseason. I still think they were in on Travion Henderson, in on Cam Scatterboo, and got sniped. So it is what it is. They didn't reach. They didn't do anything wild. They didn't trade up to get Genty or anything stupid. So I'm good with it. But yeah,
can I just point something out? It's like where we were 3 weeks ago. Matt was ready to jump off a cliff. Moran was ready to cash a Super Bowl ticket.
Still am.
And I'm sitting here questioning my own existence. And now, 3 weeks later, Matt's on top of the world talking about how great Caleb is. Fire Ryan Poles. Are you crazy? Like, no one's talking about Ryan Poles anymore. Ben Johnson is bitching out reporters and getting, like, yeah, Ben Johnson, like, you put her in her place, dude. Everything
that was just first off, that whole process of asking the coach a question before or after halftime is dumb. What do you want this guy to say? But like your offense.
Matt is still right.
So your offense looks bad. What are you gonna do about it? He's like, oh, you think so? Like, you bitch. What are we doing here?
So Bill Burr was on Conan like 3 years ago and pointed that shit out of how like you just had an abysmal half and you're trying to get back to the locker room to talk to your team and you're stopped by someone who doesn't like know football, not a coach, not a player, it's a fucking journalist just asking you dumbass questions. Like get out of my way, let me go do my thing. It's the dumbest thing in football. I agree with you 100%.
To be fair to her though, there's 1,000 of those interviews a week, and you don't have to be a douchebag.
Well, he's been testy in a lot of interviews, actually.
Yeah. No, that's fair, Baron, for sure. Like, but it's just like my problem is more just with why are we still doing this interview?
Yeah,
what good has ever come from it? What clip have you ever been like, oh wow, we got some good info there? Like, what are we doing here?
Just speaking of douchebag, real quick, Callahan, the Titans head coach, like, bro,
that guy's cooked.
You're such
Wait,
a
what happened?
crybaby.
I didn't hear about this.
He's just a crybaby, bro. He cries
cooked.
at every.
I saw him like get mad at a reporter for asking a question. Is that what you're talking about?
Week. Yeah, every week
Yeah.
it's something like, oh my God, you're at a press conference asking me questions. How could you?
You're 0-4, man. I get it though. Your offense can't move. Like, I don't know.
He's going through it. He's cooked. He should just be able to opt out and be like, listen, guys, I just want you to be nicer to me. And I get it. We suck. But, like,
yeah, bro,
can you ask me some better questions? Like, I don't know.
He should be like a special teams coordinator or like a position coach.
Let's pick each other up. Like, if you want to go that route, right? But, the Bears are back. Maybe. We'll see.
They're back as fuck. Ben Johnson did apologize for those comments, by the way. He kind of backtracked saying he wished he handled it differently. I don't think it's even that big of a deal, but
I don't either. He was pissed off.
It's really not. I think he felt it because he felt like he embarrassed that lady, but whatever.
Right. But, like, whatever. That lady's doing her job. Ben Johnson's irritated.
Don't you wish, like, sometimes, like, coaches, like, double down? Like, they asked him, hey, what happened during the interview? She asked me a dumb question. What do you mean?
I know. Do that. Go full 180 and be a dickhead. I'd be into it. But on to Sunday night, Moran.
Explain yourself.
Not the result we were anticipating, and never that I can remember has a tie felt more like a loss for one team and more like a win for the other.
So let me just get into the positives. We were missing 2 offensive linemen, our 2 top receivers, and we put up 40. That's the positive. The negative back-to-back weeks is just LaFleur coaching us out of an easy win. It's just so frustrating. Like last week, if you wanted to blame it on Love's pick, okay, you could. What was the excuse this week? It wasn't Love because he played lights out.
I don't really understand what he was doing at the end of the game.
The end of the game's one thing, whatever. New overtime rules, maybe you didn't know how to play the time, whatever. I'll let that slide. But the end of the play calling at half when you're up, like you're trying to get 3 points with 20 seconds left with no timeouts, like for what? You're scared of the Cowboys? Like that was before they did anything on us, by the way. That wasn't like fourth quarter Cowboys where they scored 6 times in a row. Nothing made sense at all.
Romeo Doubs was out there balling, though. Josh Jacobs looks like the truth.
We're fine. We're literally an aberration. I don't know what happened that game.
Got to be a little. We were talking about it a little bit before the show, Moran. The more perplexing thing for me was the defense. You know, Cowboys are down some O-linemen. They don't have CD. Everybody has an off night. That could happen. You're in Dallas. And Dak also played incredible.
So this is not an excuse. They didn't move the ball on us before Wyatt got hurt. Wyatt left the game, and they scored 35 straight points.
I did see that.
Wasn't a coincidence. I don't think we have to be that bad when Wyatt doesn't play. But, like, I don't know, man. I think it was just Dak's best game played ever for some reason. And maybe him and the Micah thing, there was more going on than anything. But it was no excuse. We played like shit. Luckily, we didn't lose. We tied.
Played like shit on defense, I would say is fair.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. And
offensively, you guys played very well.
And special teams. Special teams, man. We haven't been ranked higher than 25 in special teams since 2007.
Death, taxes, and Packer special teams just being terrible.
Yeah.
Ryan, is someone breaking into your house?
I don't know. I'm just like, where was this last week when we had the whole talk about Rich Bisaccia?
Can I explain why he's
7 days ago, you're sitting here defending this man. Now it's like, oh, our special teams. What do you mean?
Can I tell you why?
Yeah.
Because he found a top 5 punter. He found Brandon McManus. He's been the best kicker in the league besides Aubrey since he came back last year. And he found Keyshawn Nixon, which is our number 1 corner. That's why he's there.
Like, let's get him in the scouting department, Moran.
Honestly, like, let's find you another gig that doesn't involve you actively fucking up our games then.
Yeah.
Like, you said it yourself.
Yeah. He just goes, yeah.
And it's not even like it's just us saying this. Like, your whole fan base, like, I just like cruising Reddit after losses, especially Packers losses, just to see the misery. But, like, your whole fan base is like, I just see a headshot of Rich Bisaccia, and it's like, fuck this guy. And I'm like, yeah.
We have the most, and I'm not part of this at all, but we have the most overreactive fan base ever.
I think every fan base is reactive.
I feel like every fan base is that.
You should have seen our fan base after we lost to you guys. It was horrible.
You didn't lose to us. We bitch smacked you. Just wanted to.
Yeah, you hang on to that because you just tied with Dallas, buddy. Whatever you want to do.
Buddy.
We own Dallas. Michael Parsons' revenge game. Like, how do you not win that game, bro? After you lose to Cleveland, you have to go out there and win that game. There's no excuse. I would be livid right now.
I'm not, because I know how seasons work.
I don't know, bro. I'm pretty perplexed by the Packers. I don't understand them. I don't understand how you completely handle the Lions in Washington, and then you follow up by losing to...
The Bills should have lost to the Saints, and the Chargers lost to the Giants. It happens all the time.
Yeah, 1 week, like, Cleveland I'll give you. Like, trap game, whatever you want to say, it happens, blah, blah, blah. But, like, to follow it up with that, like, that's not a game you can tie, bro. It's just not. And that's going to come back to bite you guys later in the year. That tie is going to suck.
We'll be okay.
I'll also say, Moran, and I think you'll agree with me here, just having a tie on your record is just, it makes everything harder. Like, when you just say your record, oh, yeah, Packers are 5-3. Packers are 5-3-1. It's just so much more work. Your thing you were doing when your name with the record, that's out the window for the whole season. Like, they ruined that for you.
I didn't even think about that.
That's done. Like, you can't do it. Like, the and one, it screws up everything. You look at the standings, it's more confusing.
Where are you guys? Should ties be a thing in the NFL?
No. God, no.
I like it. I don't mind it. Like, you can't play forever. It's football.
I do, too.
10 minutes and then sudden death.
I just wish they went to the whole Josh Allen rule where both teams have to possess the ball is stupid to me. Like, if a defense...
Oh, I disagree with that. Interesting.
If a defense allows a touchdown, the game's over. Like,
but it is over.
Get a chance,
but
though.
it is over still.
No.
If the team scores a touchdown, the game is over. If they kick a field goal, it's not. Yes, it is.
That's incorrect.
Yeah, both teams get a chance now no matter what, right?
Yes.
No, I don't think so.
I think it's different in the playoffs.
Matt, if that was the case, why would we go on defense first?
Did they change that?
Only the Lions do that on purpose, and that was like 20 years ago.
That's the new rule.
Yeah.
So the Packers elected to go on defense because if they allowed a touchdown, they know what they want. Please don't look it up. Don't waste your time.
I'm looking it up. I'm interested. Go ahead. Carry on. I'll learn the game.
I'm just saying that Josh Allen rule is very stupid.
NFL rules require both teams to get a possession during the 10-minute period, even if the first team scores a touchdown. I digress. I would like to officially capitulate on the record. I apologize.
Capitulate.
Matt, we have a rule in the Abul Hassan household. If you don't know how to spell a word, you're not allowed to use it.
Brother, I could smash capitulate.
So we only use small words.
I got second place in the spelling bee in middle school.
Oh, man. I don't know, bro. I think that's a game. I like ties, by the way. I'm just going to say it. Like, you can't play forever. We see how many injuries are going on in the NFL right now.
You like ties, Ryan. This is America.
No,
Ryan,
sorry. Let me rephrase. I don't like the fact that there was a tie. I just don't mind the rule being in place that you can tie. Fair? Too many injuries, bro. You can't play forever.
Ryan
I know,
likes, Ryan likes ties, but he doesn't know what black tie events are, apparently.
Black tie
Inside
moment.
joke, Matt.
We haven't done the black tie moment in a while. That was before Matt's time.
Ryan went to a black tie event wearing a blue tie.
I mean, the man's an
Missed the
individualist.
directions of a black tie event. I was the only asshole there wearing colors.
He worked for Harry Fleming. Shout out if you know it. Before we get out of here, boys, I was thinking it'd be fun to do just a little quick quarter poll. Season 17 games now, so not really the quarter poll, but kind of. So I was wondering, Moran, on a positive front, who is your most surprising team so far this NFL season? A team that you're like, they're a lot better than I was anticipating.
Very easy answer for me is the Jacksonville Jaguars. Their defense, like Ryan mentioned earlier, has been elite.
Who's your quarterback?
Well, if
No
you
one
let me
good.
finish, I was going to say their quarterback's still been ass cheeks. That's why it's so surprising to me.
He's so bad, man.
But yeah, the
He's
Jaguars.
not playing great.
And honestly, the Bears. I know people are probably going to think I'm a Bears fan, but I'm surprised with how, and this is with air quotations since you can't see me, but how fluid they've looked recently.
Yeah. I mean, and again, against Dallas and the Raiders, but you'd rather look good than look bad.
And the Packers
Matt,
look
let me
bad for
ask
2
you.
weeks, and Mito starts talking up the Bears. What's going on here?
And Matt, let me ask you, do you think the Bears are back?
I think the Bears are going to end up, frankly, right about where I thought, at 7-ish wins. Mm-hmm. So I think that the offense is going to continue to play better. I still think we have some problems on the O-line. The defense is worse than I thought. They're going to get healthier out of the bye, so hopefully they're below average and not like historically bad. But I think after some wild ups and downswings, we're going to end up right about where we all had the Bears pegged. So maybe we do no ball after all. Ryan, what about for like a disappointing team? A team where you're like, man, things are not going right for this team, and I don't know if I see him pulling out of it.
Damn, that's a good question. Because I had my surprise team.
Why don't you give us your surprise team if you're prepared for that? That'll be better
So I
for
was
the
prepared for
listeners.
that. My surprise team would be same conference, same division as Mito. It's the Colts.
Colts, yeah.
Like taking 2.5 games to even punt the ball with Daniel Jones at quarterback. Like nobody, and I mean nobody, saw that coming. Jonathan Taylor looks like a man reborn, like the best running back in football right now. It's them. It really is. Most disappointing, obvious choice is just the Ravens. But
Yeah,
the Ravens have also just had kind of a gauntlet of a schedule, and I know that like
I know.
has not. You shouldn't be 1-3
So, hold on.
and looking the
Yeah.
way you do.
I was going to say that. The gauntlet of the schedule is so, like...
It's been a hard schedule, Moran.
I know, but it's such an excuse. You were one of the best teams in the NFL. You got to win. We played the Lions and Commanders to start the season. Like, you got to win some games.
Okay, Moran, but Bills, Lions, Chiefs are like 3 of the best teams in the NFL. Like,
Yeah.
you shouldn't have lost all 3, but again...
The Ravens defense, though, we mentioned it a little
horrendous.
bit earlier. There's not a fix there. They're going to be better before they get worse.
They're missing 2 of their 3 best players, man. I'm not here to make
I
excuses
know.
for Baltimore. I could not care less. I'm kind of sick of them year after year, to be honest with you. And now Lamar's hurt his hamstring. Who the hell knows if... I think he's going to be out this week. Like, they're just not in good shape right now.
2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah.
That's
So
tough.
that would be my easy pick, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Also, I've a little bit on us here. I feel like as soon as we heard the nickname Indiana Jones for Daniel Jones, our radar should have went up a little bit. That's a real good nickname.
That
and
is a
it's
great
just
nickname.
super appropriate and like it fits. So I feel like maybe that's on us, not anticipating the Colts could have made some noise with Indiana Jones at quarterback.
Can I be honest? I'm a big Star Wars guy. Have never watched Indiana Jones.
I don't think I have either, but I've seen the scene where he's running from the boulder. Seems like
I've seen
some
that
people
scene.
would
I saw the
like.
scene where the guy has a whip and then he just pulls out the gun and shoots him. That's a really good one.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm also an adult. I don't watch kids' movies, so...
I think
Morano
Indiana
watches pro
Jones
wrestling
is
3
like
times a week, but he won't watch Indiana Jones, everybody.
More like 6 times a week, but yeah.
There's a lot of wrestling content out there. It's exhausting. But,
Star Wars
you know,
was so good. It's not anymore.
married to the game. And then the only other thing I wanted to hear, we can just go rapid fire here before we get out of here. The player that is surprising you the most this season. It can be positive. It can be negative. The guy where you're like, holy crap, that was a miss.
Go ahead, Ron. I gotta take some time on this one.
Mine, I'll kick us off.
ahead.
Mine is Quentin Johnston.
That's a good
Quentin
one.
Johnston, I was going to make Lad McConkey my woo player because he's been so bad.
Yeah.
But honestly, this man is just getting alphaed by Quentin Johnson, who halfway through last season looked like he was going to be out of the league in 6 months and now looks like a bona fide alpha. Like, sometimes we forget football is hard and it takes time to figure out. Shout out to Cuge. Guys looking the part out there.
He is, and also based on Lad McConkey, Keenan Allen has ruined that guy because Keenan Allen does exactly what Lad McConkey was there to do, and he has Herbert's trust, and it's just not going well for my boy Lad. I feel bad. I have one. I'm gonna go Travis Etienne. We're just talking about the Jaguars a lot.
Yeah.
He's also had a bit of a resurgence here. He was
Been
balling 3
reborn.
years ago. He had a weird couple years there in the middle, but he looks like very explosive, man. He's kind of carrying the Jags offense.
Another first-round pick we all kind of just wrote off. And
Yeah.
football's hard, folks. Like,
Yes, it is.
if your
Especially
team
when Trevor
has
Lawrence
a
is the
bad
quarterback.
week or well, you know, that's a little mean to my guy Trevor, but not necessarily untrue, sadly. My Trevor Lawrence MVP bag's not looking great.
No.
My surprising player, and it's because how good the Eagles have been, so I'm going to go the opposite way with this. Quinyon Mitchell has been awful. He has just played very poorly. And I don't know if you guys have been watching the Eagles. It hasn't been to the point where, like, oh my God, he doesn't need to play anymore. But he's looked so different than the year before. And I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like he can get away with a lot more because how good the defense is. But he just hasn't been all that to me.
Full disclosure, I have not focused on much Quinyon Mitchell. I got to plead the fifth on this one.
There's just been a lot of games where he's like, just doesn't look good. And I'm sure someone's going to comment on this if we clip it, and they're going to show me a PFF grade that grades him out well and blah, blah, blah. But he just hasn't looked like he just.
If
hasn't
you're
looked
out there
good.
in the audience and you're thinking about doing that, know right now we only use PFF stats on this show when they help our case, not when they hurt it. So don't even come at us with that. We're not going to acknowledge it.
Oh, and another one, since I'm on the corner take and he's a hot trade target right now, is Tariq Woolen. I'm not surprised because he's playing bad or playing like good. It's just the fact that the Seahawks find him expendable after the seasons he's had. He's been good for them.
He has. And
now
they're playing well too. I don't really get that.
Because what's his name? What's that corner's name?
Yeah, the one we passed on. I forget. Witherspoon?
Yes,
Yeah.
Witherspoon, and they have another guy that they drafted this year that's been playing lights out. So they just find him expendable.
Yeah.
He will be. He'll go to a playoff team. He'll go to a team that's probably.
You want to say the Packers? Just say the Packers, Moran. You want to say it?
I mean, I would love him, but I don't think they would do it.
That's why he's paying such close attention, Matt.
That's true.
100%.
Moran's watching them corners. The Packers
I
need
have
that
been.
second corner.
Yes,
I have been.
We do too. Shit.
I mean,
I
if you
feel
think
like
about
every
it,
team does.
I was just about to
I
say
know.
that no team has an elite second corner right now.
Corner
Well,
is
we don't
so
have
hard.
one. Like one would be great for us. Like I think it's the same case for you guys. But
Yep.
Tyreek Stevenson, actually, Jalen Johnson's injured, so like technically he's like our top corner right now. He had a very bad end of last year. Shout out to Tyreek. He's been solid.
yeah.
Oh, and speaking of Tyreek,
Oh,
the Tyreek Hill injury, I'm going to keep my comments to myself on this. I put it in the chat yesterday. Actually, I'm not going to. Karma's a bitch. I'll leave it at that.
better soon, Tyreek. He
Yeah,
might be
we don't want to
cooked. That might-
celebrate anyone's injury.
That might be it.
I'm not celebrating. I just karma.
Tyreek looked like he was celebrating it a little bit. Which
Dude, he
odd.
was way too happy. He looked
Well,
like me
I
at my
think-
wedding after
yeah.
dislocating his knee.
I think, and I could be wrong on this, but I was reading on Reddit that he might have a full payout injury clause in his contract.
Yeah, he's gonna sit at home and make like $70 million.
Yeah.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Tyreek might. He's taking a lot of hits to the head. Hopefully, he's not headed down the Antonio Brown path because it's not sounding super promising for our guy Reek.
And
Yeah,
I don't. Again, I want to reiterate. I wasn't celebrating the guy's injury.
I'm just
It's
messing with you, bro.
shitty things happen to shitty people. I'll just leave it at that.
No
I mean,
lies
he
told
has not
there.
been the most respectful person towards women. That's for sure, to say the very least. It's messed
and
up.
It's crazy how things happen.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, the way injuries are going, looks like everybody's out here hitting women then because these injuries have been brutal. Like, it's just every week just taking the hits. Like
Bro,
pour one out for Malik Neighbors, like
Oh,
James Conner.
brutal.
Bro, the Malik one, I have him out of the league, man.
That
That
one-
one just hurts. I hate just seeing a hot young player like that just like get destroyed. It's so messed up.
That one
Dude,
hurt
especially
because-
and the
Go ahead,
Giants. Sorry, man. The Giants, like you're starting Jackson Dart. He looks good. You got Abdul Carter. Cam Scatterboo looks fun. Like
Yeah.
everything's like,
Yeah.
oh, this might be kind of fun for the Giants. Just a punch in the gut, dude. That sucks.
Yeah, their culture is literally changing in front of our eyes, and
Yeah.
you just have your best player taken out on an offsides, like just aired out ball. Like it's just so shitty. I hate football sometimes.
Yeah, but what better way to build culture than go through adversity early?
That's fair.
That's a good
for
attitude,
sure.
Moran. Good job.
All right, Ryan,
brother,
take
y'all.
us home, brother.
All right. Well, hey, before we get out, I know we're just kind of rambling now, but it's been a while since we've done this. I just want to give a shout out to everyone who listens to us. We have not done this enough lately, but seriously, thank you guys so much. Time is very scarce. I say it all the time. And you just taking an hour or so to listen to us every week is awesome. So thank you guys. Feel free to share the show with anyone who likes football or listening to three handsome and funny men. But we'll keep doing what we do. Good?
Thanks, Ryan.
sure.
I enjoyed that.
All right.
Good job, Brian.
Thanks,
All right,
everyone.
thank you guys. Thank you.
Much
thank you. And as
appreciated.
always, may your Kool-Aid stay blue.
And your head stays super uber cheesy.
Da Bears. Thanks, guys.
Later.